This training is brought to you by the Niagara Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello. So here we are talking about email again. And what I did was I had originally done a video on actually kind of searching through and then archiving emails that you might want. And there is, if your email is completely, if you have a lot of older emails in there that you don't really need in your inbox, how you can actually search for by a date, and everything prior to the date would go ahead and you can delete it in a mass deletion, and then everything forward from that date is actually kept. This one, once you get your inbox kind of under control, what I want to show you is the fact that you can actually create a filter for your email that not only filters the emails themselves, but actually archives the email under a label you choose. So let me show you what I mean, and then I'm going to show you how to make the filter. So for example, I asked as a favor Harley to go ahead and send me an email, and I made a filter, and the email went right to the filter. So let me show you again what I mean. I have right over here on this, if you're looking at the screen here, I guess it's on the left as you look at it. What I did was there's a label, and you can see, so it would be up at the top. I named it AAA Harley. And if I go ahead and click on that, she went ahead and sent me an email, and that particular email filtered right into the label, which was great. If I want to, say for example, let me go ahead and I'll show you what I did. If I go back to my inbox, and right up here, I'm gonna pick on emails from New York State on the governor's update. And so I get one email a day, and that's pretty good. So it's not like 4 or 5 emails a day, but that's good. But let's say that I want to keep these, but I don't want them just coming up and popping into either my unread in my inbox or whatnot. I want them to actually filter right over to the label. So what I would do is I can go ahead, I'm going to click 1, 2, 3. So I've got those, and I'm going to go right to the 3 little dots. It's called a hamburger menu. I'm going to click on the hamburger menu, and I am going to go right down to the filter messages like these. So I have it by the sender. I've gone ahead and clicked all of them that are there, and I'm going to filter messages like these. And what it's going to do is immediately it's going to give me the filter that says from. So it'll filter by the email address first. If I want to, I can include 2, which they would all come to me, so that wouldn't be very good. But I could filter by subject. It has the words. It doesn't have the words. I can even go by the particular size of the email. So if it has an attachment, whatnot, I can filter certain ways. So if I want the smaller emails, say, to come into my inbox, but anything that's larger would go into the folder, I can filter that way as well. So right now, just by the email from the sender is good enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click this little guy. It says create filter. Now, here's where my question was, and I wanted to make sure that I had this straightened out before I went ahead and made the video. What I'm going to do, and this was a little weird, and I was like, I don't know, but it works. I am going to first click this top line that says skip the inbox, that is archive it. Right? Now, it's very important, if I do click that, then I am going to go right down to the apply the label. Now, I have to click apply the label, and then I have to make sure I either choose or create a label for this. So I'm going to click the choose label, and of course I have other labels here, but I don't have a label for the governor, right? So I'm going to click new label and put that there. It's going to give me a space to put in the new label name, okay? And I'll put NYS, New York State, why not? Okay. And I can go ahead and create this filter. So now the label Governor NYS was created, and it's going to skip the inbox. So it's not going to come up in my inbox. What's going to happen is once I create this filter, It's going to pop me right back into my inbox, and you can see the current ones are still there, right? And when I go over to the left-hand side, as I look at it, I'm going to go and I look, and here is it right in alphabetical order, very nicely, is Governor NYS. If I go ahead and click the label, right now there are no new conversations in the label, but when I get a new email tomorrow or Monday, that will go immediately into this particular folder. So it will be archived, but it'll be under the label. So any of the ones that I want to find from the executive branch of New York State from that sender will go directly to the label. So it's kind of a pre-filter. It's not spam. It is still kept. It's kept forever until you delete it. And remember, in this particular box, we have 30 gigabytes of space. So that's quite a bit of space for us. And all of this will stay forever until you go into the label itself and go ahead and delete the information you no longer feel you need. Okay? I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.